Oppenheimer, which has seen an incredible amount of success at the box office, riding that Barbie wave, enjoying the riches of Barbenheimer. It is now officially the highest grossing film of all time to not hit number one, which is pretty outstanding. This is a new milestone for U.S. theatrical releases, and I think this is a lot more money than people thought this movie was going to make. Because when you think about a historical film focusing not on actual scenes of war, but the science and mathematics behind creating a weapon, that might not seem like the most get butts in seats kind of topic for people. But this is a powerful, powerful film that I'm so glad people are watching. But I do think that it's making a lot more than people anticipated. Now, this puts it in a pretty interesting list of other films that have never made it to number one, but have raked it in at the box office as well. This includes movies like Sing from Universal Pictures. I'm obsessed with this movie. I don't care that it's a jukebox musical. I love it so much.
I've heard it was really good, actually.
It's so cute. It's wonderful. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is in there.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh,
wow,
that's
man.
a great one. Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness. No, you're so lucky you haven't seen it.
Oh,
it's really
man.
cute.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel.
The Squeakquel is in there.
What?
Which is
Dude,
wild to me.
Do you remember when Schnepp used to do the shit rat thing?
Oh,
that was
yeah.
from the Squeakquel.
Okay.
Then Alvin the Chipmunks, the original one.
All right.
A Star is Born from Warner Brothers. Sherlock Holmes, also from WB. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. World War Z. And lastly in that top 10, Ice Age, Dawn of the
A lot
Dinosaurs.
of animated and a lot of like kids movies.
A
So
lot
I'm
of
guessing
that.
counter programming.
That's what I
know?
think. I think that's kind of the takeaway we can see here is what else is playing at the box office that I can go see? Maybe as my second choice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that ring true for you guys?
I haven't seen any of these movies except for Austin Powers. I was hoping the same thing would happen with Mutant Mayhem, where people would look for that counter programming, and it would get some love from that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at its box office, but you know what? Sometimes people don't like the big thing and they just want to watch the second big thing. I mean, Oppenheimer is my favorite movie of the year so far. I'm glad it's making all the
Yeah.
money.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, it's going up against Barbie, which is a steamroller right now. I just call it the steamrolling queen of the movies right now.
Yeah.
It's just running over everything. When the new bug comes out of the wall, it's going under that steamroller. It's just, yes, when we went to Blue Beetle, we saw some girl dressed in all pink. It's still going.
Dude,
it's still going.
Remember how we said Blue Beetle was going to unseat Barbie this weekend? I kind of feel like it might not.
It might.
kinda feel like it might not.
But it's not going to be like landslide.
No, but I think it'll be close, but it might not.
Yeah.
I keep talking about it every time over the weekend. I go by my movie theater in my neighborhood. It is tons of groups of people clad in all pink, ready to go see that movie because it is that event kind of movie. You
And
know,
unfortunately for Oppenheimer, it's, for me at least, my favorite movie of the year. It's a one-time watch for me. That's enough. It's already still sunken in. I still think about some of the scenes I saw. That's one of those movies. Barbie seems like more of the movie that you go and watch again and again. That's why it's killing it.
It's got a really
Oppenheimer,
high
I think
watch
everyone needs to at least see once, whether you like the subject matter or not. It's just one of, it's a part of history.
Yeah,
It's a part of the world history.
I agree. I'm tempted to still see it because it's still playing in the IMAX digital. I saw it in 70 millimeter, but I want to see it on the big IMAX now.
Yep,
I was
that's
going
the
to
only
bring
way I'll
that
see
up because of the popularity of seeing it in the correct format. I do think that also is helping with that leg kind of situation for
Yeah.
Oppenheimer as well. As,
Yeah.
well, I
And-
saw that movie, but I gotta go make sure I see it on
Yes.
this particular IMAX in this particular format.
Yes.
But unlike
yes.
all of these others, you didn't have Barbenheimer. You didn't have Singenheimer. You didn't have Squeakleheimer. You had
Yeah.
Barbenheimer. So it did benefit from that craze, at least at first. And I mean, look, we're sitting at like, it's pushing like, here, let me see if I can shrink this down here. It's sitting at 657. It's pushing 660 million. That's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
You know?
It's well deserving.
That
too.
is very, very good.
Very,
that is
very
awesome.
well deserving, despite some of the controversy that we had like recently. But this, with
The Barbenheimer
yeah.
kind of push and being insensitive.
you know what, like, this is not a Michael Bay film where it's like, oh, it's all about the
This
the
didn't.
thing.
This didn't glorify.
This is about the people.
Yeah, it was about the people
drama,
there behind it, and the
the
political
decisions they had to make was so intense in
Mm-hmm.
itself.
and the political fallout.
Yeah, the political fallout, the interactions with each other, where you think, oh, they're on the same page, but when it became like an ethical thing, that's where you saw where people lied. It's just all that makes. It's just a human the exploration of the human feelings and towards things and what we do to. I actually felt disgusting afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Like I felt, how could we do this to each other? I don't care what land you're from, what language you speak, what race, whatever, what color of your skin. Why do we do this to each other? We should all just be like living off like what we can off of life, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that you question. So everyone should go see it, I think.
Well,
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
and the ramifications of it, right? Because you had that when I guess a bit of a. I won't spoil it.
I mean,
but
it's history.
But that conversation where it revealed why Einstein had that look on his face.
Yes.
It's like, oh, we thought we were going to burn up the atmosphere, and it's like, I think we have,
Yep.
metaphorically, because we are living in this today.
Exactly. It's a kind of jokey thing that gets taken from Jurassic Park a lot, is that whole you were so preoccupied with you didn't
Yeah,
think about
should
right.
you?
And this makes you look at that question very seriously,
Right.
especially the third act of this film that talks about those ethical ramifications like you brought up, Ray.
Right.
And once you personalize this and go, oh, this affects people, we should never use this. Or I guess maybe if we use it once, then it'll never happen again, which obviously is not the case here. It makes you ask a lot of hard questions. It's such a good movie to see and have a discussion with folks. I saw it by myself. I went and saw it by myself during a matinee. I'm doing the artist's way right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I go on little like artist dates where you just go do something by yourself to be creative. And I'm really glad I went and saw it by myself so I could just kind of sit with that movie and then go have a discussion with some other people who had seen it to talk about everything. Because it also does gloss over that whole part in New Mexico of just like, oh yeah, it's fine. We're good to go. There's barely anyone here.
Oh yeah, I mean, people were dying
were
of cancer left and
displaced.
right.
Oh, I
Hispanic
didn't.
Not just
communities-
displaced, but they were losing their lives from
Their
the radiation.
livestock were slaughtered.
Yeah.
It was rough. So it does gloss over some things, but it does a great job of talking about just the atrocities of war. And
or just even proving dominance over some people. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like a fear. It was like a fear. Everything was based on fear in this movie. Like fear of someone doing something before us. When we don't even know. I don't want to get into it, but everyone should see it just because it asks everyone questions about what they feel about decisions that are made. Why do we do it? Do we even have to do it? Why don't we just live our own lives and just be happy? You know what I mean? We don't have to take anyone else's lives to actually be happy, right? So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of questions that I think people can answer for themselves. I felt gross after watching it, but at the same time, it's my favorite movie of the year. It deserves all the money it makes. Hats off to Christopher Nolan. When we saw him at CinemaCon, I could smell him from our fifth row all the way in the back. He looked like he smelled good. He's like a god. He's like a god to me. When he came out, I never thought I'd see Christopher Nolan in person.
what did he smell like to you?
Huh?
What did he smell like?
I don't know. Probably like what's my favorite cologne right now? I can't even pronounce it. It's La Home, something like that. I don't know. But he looked like he smelled good. I mean, when he came out,
he's a put together fella.
That's
he's
the only
put
time I
together.
didn't say Turtle Power at CinemaCon. Because anytime anyone came out, I yelled out, Turtle Power! Because I was so excited for I let that man speak. I said, shh, quiet.
To himself.
This man is talking.
They're like, Ray, you're talking out loud.
Yeah, I know.
Well, guys,
I love this guy. That's why.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. Did you know that the average person has around 12 paid subscriptions and they might not even remember to subscribing to half of those? If you have no idea just how much you're spending each month, you need Rocket Money. It's this great app that tracks all of your expenses so you know exactly where your money is going. I recently just found out that over 80% of people have subscriptions that they've completely forgotten about. Seriously, think about how many free trials you subscribe to that you just just probably never canceled. And that's why I'm such a big fan of Rocket Money, because I was one of those people. When I signed up to Rocket Money, I was stunned to find out that a gym I had belonged to in another city I lived in, I had still been paying my dues to for over 2 years. Also, that music subscription service I use, I forgot I was subscribed to 2 other ones. That's where Rocket Money comes in, because Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. With over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money customers have saved on average of $720 a year. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Campea. That's rocketmoney.com/Campea. rocketmoney.com/Campea.
Let us know how you feel about Oppenheimer's success at the box office. Do you think there is a trend that we can spot here? Is there a reason we can pinpoint why it's doing so well? Let us know your thoughts.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Make sure you like and subscribe, but also we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and find it, the John Campea Show podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your preferred podcasting app.